¿Qué onda? ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué tal, chicos? ¿Cómo están? Aquí estamos otra vez con una video reacción, ya que acaba de salir, bueno, salió hace unas horas, el nuevo diario de desarrollo de Starfield, Into the Starfields, el episodio 3, The Sound of Adventures, el sonido de la aventura. Entonces, pues vamos a reaccionar a esto. Se ve que va a tratar sobre el soundtrack, algo que personalmente en los videojuegos es muy importante. O sea, un soundtrack memorable siempre se agradece, ¿verdad? Entonces, pues vamos a ver qué nos traen por acá. Así que dejen. Así está bien, para no estorbarles. Ok, pues iniciamos en uno, 2, 3.
I always say that music is the fourth dimension. It is the emotional dimension. And so, in
La
order
verdad, sí.
to create this, you have to ask these questions. Where are you going? You know, what's your motivation? What is your story?
¿Cuál es tu
What
historia?
is
Mm,
really pushing us? This is what really drove me more than anything else.
la música
These
que ya se
huge
escucha de una vez.
questions, they're
No
as
inventes.
big as space.
La música del espacio, sí. ¿Cómo harían eso? Es el campo estelar. Episodio 3, el sonido de la aventura.
Everything I've worked on at this studio, the music started very early on, as early as the concept art for
Ay, no
the
inventen.
game. From
Desde
when I
el arte
began here in
conceptual.
2005. At that time, Oblivion was already well underway. But as we went on to Fallout 3 after that, that was one of the first things I worked on music-wise was the main theme. And that's always been the case, where the main theme sets the tone for everything else we do in the game.
Wow.
And there's time throughout the entire project for that to evolve.
That's true. And I remember, like, during the Fallout 4 visit, which was actually in 2012, I was wandering through the corridors and I basically stumbled into the artist's room. And it was the first time I actually saw them do what
Wow,
they're
vean
doing.
esos artes
I
conceptuales.
was captivated. I was like, wow, I mean, this is really what it is all about. And I felt so inspired and motivated basically to go back and, you know, to do the same thing with the palette of music.
Entonces, ¿él es el
The
compositor?
biggest challenge is actually
Oh, ¿cómo?
creating the signature.
I relax a lot once we feel good
Exactly.
about the main theme, because the rest is going to it'll be work and iteration, but it's going to write itself.
Escuchen
The way
eso.
I looked at Starfield always is what I called the sanctified triplet,
Yo,
which is
scientific. Ok.
everything is streaming, right? Everything is changing and everything is returning back. Ta-da,
Vaya.
ta-da, here's your development, and then ta-da, and back. So basically, it presents itself, it develops, it goes back.
The circular.
Is exactly some sort of like a circular journey.
You go out, you adventure, discover, return.
Yes, there's always the strive to go back home. And that's, I mean, I guess that's what feels so complete
Sí,
for us.
sí, se
Right?
escucha
We
muy
wanna
bien, muy bien.
complete the mission. We want to complete our journey. We will find something, we will discover something, we'll take it with us, and we will go back home with it.
Oh, vaya,
We
todo tiene
built
sentido
the
ahora.
traditional orchestral sound palette. We actually really divided the orchestral group. For example, took the woodwinds, okay? And we created like a whole woodwind layer that almost represents particles in space, because they don't play melodies
güey.
at all. They play
Representa
sort
las
of like
partículas en
a
el espacio.
high frequency sequence, you know, like together.
Creo que ya sé a qué
They
se refiere.
almost
Sí,
don't
sí, sí.
sound like woodwind. They sound something between organic to synthetic. Then the strings, they will play this
Men, las cuerdas es la parte que más me gusta de las orquestas, las cuerdas.
and long crescendos and diminuendos, and these kind of things along the line with the fast moving woodwinds will create a nice blanket around these waves, okay? And then comes the brass, and the brass, especially the French ones,
metales.
playing
Mi
sort
segunda
of
parte
like the
favorita.
beacon, you know, the call of the brass.
Those instrument groups as well. A lot of times when you are looking at that whole main theme, I'm kind of salivating thinking about what can I do with that on the sound design side, you know, not
¿Qué
just
puedo hacer con
building the
eso?
theme into different key points in the game, leveling up, discovering new places. Could we use that as straight up sound design to take those woodwind tremolos and just let's slow them way down, let's reverse them. I'll take any of that music and turn it into ambience somewhere.
Vaya, vaya.
The music is like the companion. It's the companion to the player in the single
De
player
hecho,
game.
sí.
We don't
Esa
have control
música
over how the player chooses to
no se
experience
siente
the game.
igual,
Our
van.
sense of scale had to be totally readjusted in making a game on a planetary surface as we've always done before, and now where you have these very vast distances against this black starry background. It is a blank canvas and a massive playground, and all the pieces are there for you to write your own story. Whether you jump right in and you wish to follow the main quest, the main story, and go to the obvious one point leads to another, leads to another. The music has a funny way of playing the right chord change at the right time, and a lot of that just happens at random. You look over the valley at just the right moment, and that just happens to be when this one chord change happens, and there are times like that that feel scripted, and they're not. And I like that each player has that experience for themselves personally.
I believe that the game
los conceptos,
is
el arte conceptual que muestran es
and music is part
bellísimo.
of the whole experience.
Sí, la música
I believe that the best
es algo muy
music
importante.
in a game is a music that you don't hear, music that you feel. This is something that is bigger than us. I mean, so many people worked on this game. And so my wish is that specifically the music will be present in a way that is going to magnify the entire experience.
Comienza tu viaje hoy. No, hombre. Oye, estuvo buenísimo. A ver. Pues banda. Cada vez estamos más cerca del lanzamiento de Starfield. Se lanzan en noviembre, creo que el 11 de noviembre. Y pues cada vez más emocionados por ya tenerlo en nuestras manos. Ahora vimos parte de la banda sonora. Siento que nos estuvieron mostrando, ticiando algunos temas de la... Bueno, aparte del tema principal que ya todos conocemos. Aparte de eso, siento que nos estuvieron ticiando algunos temillas ahí del soundtrack. Pero pues ya lo iremos viendo ya cuando salga ya. Y pues nada más. Recuerden seguirnos en Twitch, que hacemos directos por allá. Estamos pasando el del Ring ahorita. Y en Facebook, en nuestra página de Facebook. Se los dejo los links aquí abajo en la descripción. Y pues nada más, banda. Nos vemos a la que sigue. Hasta luego y bye.